Biggest news of today is Facebook releases plan for its Libra cryptocurrency to meet the daily financial needs of billions of people across the globe. Yes guys, finally the Libra project has revealed details on what it's gonna be and how it's gonna be. That being said, Libra is just part of the picture, backed by the basket of currencies and government bonds. Libra will be part of broader ecosystem. A new financial infrastructure Facebook hopes will play a role in the transformation of the lives of billions of people. Libra itself and the network underpinning it are set to launch in 2020. Yes guys, so nothing is going to happen soon, but based on what I have read so far, it seems like the testnet might be launched in a few weeks. However, the actual cryptocurrency will be launched in 2020. Libra holds the potential to provide billions of people around the world with access to more inclusive, more open financial ecosystem, said David Marcus, the Facebook executive at the helm of its cryptocurrency operation, Calibra, a Facebook spin-out aimed at building solutions and products related to Libra. That's right guys, Facebook has created a unit called Calibra, which will pretty much be operating and doing everything that is needed for making Libra a success. And that's how the social media giant separates out Facebook and Libra as a cryptocurrency. Following in the footsteps of Ethereum, Tezos and the multitude of other offerings in the cryptocurrency landscape, at the heart of Libra is the Libra Association, a Switzerland-based organization that oversees the currency's development and its network maintenance. The governance structure isn't unique to the crypto world, but its inaugural members, each of which will have their own node granting them access to the network, include heavy hitters like Uber, PayPal, Visa, and Andreessen Horowitz. By the time Libra network fully launches, the association hopes to have 100 members according to its white paper. Now that was pretty much on how they're going to operate. Let's quickly dive into the most important things that you can, extract out of this. And I think the blog has very well covered into this aspect. So let's see the first one, which is low volatility cryptocurrency. And I know Ripple has been trying a lot to actually become a low volatile cryptocurrency as well. You might have seen that Bitcoin's been so volatile lately, but Ripple is constantly in that 40 cents mark and it's not fluctuating as much and not as volatile as Bitcoin is. So definitely this is something that Facebook is eyeing for as well. Through a separate entity called Libra Association, the Facebook has announced the launch of low volatility cryptocurrency Libra. The cryptocurrency is powered by the association's native smart contract blockchain platform called Libra Blockchain that's designed to be secure, scalable and reliable. The association said it's mainly working on addressing two problems with the cryptocurrency: banking the unbanked and facilitating low fee money transfers globally. And this is pretty much the agenda that most cryptocurrencies these days have. They want to make sure that the financial infrastructure improves, and that is where the money is. The next important thing is governed by non-profit. Although it's Facebook, they say it's governed by a non-profit, but again, only time will say how tightly coupled it is with Facebook and how much involvement they have. Libra's governing body, the Libra Association, is a non-profit based in Geneva, which will eventually have 100 geographical diverse founding members. The current founding members include the likes of Uber, PayPal, Visa, and Silicon Valley investment powerhouse Andreessen Horowitz, which is A16Z, among others. No member will control more than 1% of the blockchain network, the association said. So one another image that if you're seeing the YouTube, you can see that the block has actually very well divided the members of this Libra Association. So you can see the investment firms out here. You can see the blockchain firms, the non-profits, payment providers. Spotify, one of the music companies, is also supporting it. So you can see that where it's going. Social media, rideshare, Uber and Lyft are actually doing. So this definitely will go into everyone's hand. Telecommunication, Vodafone, Iliad, as well as e-commerce like eBay and Mercado Libre. So and also from travel perspective, Bookings Holdings. So I think they are trying to cover the breadth of industries, and considering that these members are a part of the Facebook's Libra Association, in this scenario, it would happen is most likely they'll adapt to the Libra coin and the payments can be made on these platforms using Libra. So I think this is going to be a massive, rollout, if nothing. The next one is a little important according to me, because Libra is starting on a permission blockchain, meaning unlike Bitcoin, only founded members will have access to the network. but there are plans for Libra to transition into a permissionless network over time, meaning no single party will be able to unilaterally change the rules of the network. The association says that the Libra blockchain, to operate as a true public service, the network eventually has to be permissionless. Note, Libra blockchain currently uses Byzantine Fault Tolerant (BFT) consensus protocol and is based on VMware's Hot Stuff framework. I think this is really important because for a payment, the whole point of Bitcoin coming in was decentralization, and looking at this, I feel they are starting on a centralization note. Based on what they are trying to achieve, I think sooner or later they would want to move to a decentralized approach, but we need to see on how far Facebook itself will be associated to it, how involved it is going to be. Let's move on to the next one, which is pseudo-anonymous transactions. Much like public cryptocurrencies, Libra's all non-custodial transactions will be pseudo-anonymous. It means that the cryptocurrency's transaction amount, timestamp, and public blockchain address will only be visible to the members of the network and not everybody. The association added it will not hold personal data on people who use blockchain. Products such as custodial wallets can complete transactions off-chain and will likely require customers to comply with Know Your Customer (KYC) regulations. So basically what they're trying to say is as good as a credit card where you will have to fill in a KYC. I think that's more of the modern version of a credit card. That's pretty much what they're trying to do. In no ways, according to me, seems like it that it is going to be completely decentralized. So that's my take on it. Reserves, which back Libra, will consist of a collection of low volatility assets like bank deposits and government securities in currencies from stable central banks like USD, GBP, Euro, and JPY, which is Japanese yen. Libra is not pegged to a single currency and does not have a fixed value in any real world currency. So you cannot peg it to any of the currencies above. And of course, for the blockchain to work, they need to have a token. And the security token offering, which is Libra, will also issue a security token called Libra Investment Token as a way to fund incentive programs and cover operating costs. They will be only available to accredited investors as securities. Holders can earn potential profits from interest on the reserve. So as much as you hold, you will get profits on the interest. There is of course cost to run a node. So enterprises who serve as validator nodes have to make an initial minimum investment of 10 million worth of Libra investment tokens issued by the association. It is estimated by the association that running validator nodes will incur an annual cost of approximately $280,000. However, NGOs, multilateral organizations, social impact partners, and universities do not need to make an investment to join the association, but they do have to support the running of their node. So if you are a non-profit organization, you may end up getting a node, but you still have to run it, and the expenses are close to $280,000 per year is the estimate. Of course, it is registered. So Facebook has created Calibra, a financial crimes enforcement network registered subsidiary, to ensure separation between social and financial data and to build and operate services on its behalf on top of the Libra network. Now, this was obvious. Facebook won't take everything on its name, although it's the driving factor. They've created an entity called Calibra, which will pretty much be handling everything that is needed to be done, anything that is to be done for the Libra network. Now, Calibra registered with FinCEN as a money service business, MSB, in February 2019. So the plans have been going on for a while. Gaining permissions to operate in all 50 states as well as 9 Commonwealth and territories. And I think that's pretty huge because Calibra is registered across the entire US, pretty much all the US states and 9 Commonwealth and territories. So Facebook has made sure that the paperwork is solid before they even come out and declare the project. As far as the regulations go, developers building on the Libra blockchain will have a responsibility to comply with the laws and regulations in the jurisdictions in which they operate. Libra blockchain itself will not be regulated. And the most important thing is launch in 2020. Yes, Libra cryptocurrency and the underlying blockchain network are set to launch next year. The testnet will be released in the coming weeks. The developers will be able to read, build, provide feedback, and take part in bug bounty program. I think, guys, this is huge news for the blockchain and cryptocurrency industry because a player like Facebook bringing in all the big giant firms, they have 100 partners. So I think all the NGOs, non-profit, overall the plethora of companies that they are bringing onto the platform is huge. This just signals massive adoption, and I think this will initiate many other big firms in the industry to take steps towards blockchain and take cryptocurrency seriously. And in any case, I feel Bitcoin is going to be the true winner. It is going to be the brand that's probably going to stay forever. And trust me guys, if you have been involved into many altcoins, probably in a year or two you will see that most of the altcoins are wiped out. So be careful on your investments. Make sure you invest in the top currencies or the top 5 or 6, because they might be the only ones who might hang along. Considering the competition that we are getting from the corporate world, there is a solid push from the corporate world. That was pretty much the news that I think should interest you today. Now that being said, if you really like the content and you stick around till the end of the video, I would request you to please like, share, subscribe, because that's the only way I could reach the right content to the right audience. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. I'll see you later.